Dubstep is music made by the people for the people. It's everything that everybody else doesn't necessarily want, but they know they want eventually. That's what dubstep is. Dubstep is the music that's from different places, different spaces, different genres, and it just forms together magically, and everybody loves it. It's like Voltron, you know what I mean? It's like the lions, and they form the big Voltron. A couple things. Most of all, the first thing obviously is the bass, because I mean, I grew up listening to bass heavy music. My parents are Caribbean, so I grew up listening to a lot of sub and a lot of sub bass and a lot of bass in general. The other thing that I like is the non-monotony of the music, the creativity of the sound. There's no real set formula to it, outside of having a sub bass and having a tempo between, I guess, 138 and 142 BPM. Other than that, anything goes on top of it. You can have anything on top of it, and it will work because there are no formulas with regards to dubstep. It's not like drum and bass or house or bricks or anything of that nature. To say there are no rules would be a bit of an anarchistic response, but in reality, that's kind of how it is. There really are no rules. Anything goes, and that's what I love about it. It's free music. It's freedom. It's very liberating when you hear it. I mean, years ago, we're probably talking like 7 years ago, I grew up listening to, I was a Baltimore club DJ before I started playing dubstep. And Baltimore club, naturally, for those that know about it, has a lot of bass in it anyway. Then I got bored with DJing, so I just stopped playing. Then about 3 or 4 years later, a friend of mine introduced me to garage. And I wasn't really into the happy stuff. I was really more into the darker stuff. Then from there, it was just sort of a natural progression from the darker stuff to what is now known as dubstep today. And that's what's always attracted me to the music. Not just necessarily the darkness of it, but the musicality of the music. It wasn't very formulaic. It was musical. You could listen to it. You could drive around in your car. You could sit at home on your couch and listen to it. You could listen to it while you're cleaning your bathroom on Saturday morning. It doesn't make a difference. It's music. It's good music. It's brilliant music. I love it. My favorite dubstep tune of all time. My gosh. Wow. That's a tough question because there's so many personal favorites.
At the moment.
Well, at the moment, there's so many personal. But I think the one tune that I think dubstep, wow, Conference. Mala Mystics, Conference. That tune, every time I hear it, man, I get taken to a certain place. You know what I mean? And the tune got released a while back, but I had it a little bit before then. And I had to cut that dub 3 times because every venue I played, every show I played it out. And the dub started to sound like fried chicken after a while. It was just a whole bunch of sizzle. It sounded like cappuccino, man. It was terrible. But then that tune, there's just something about that tune where, and not only just the percussion, but the bass, but the level of creativity specifically in that tune. There's nothing that I heard back then when I really got into dubstep that hooked me like that tune. That tune just, wow. I think that's the one for me, Conference. I think I'll have to go with that. Yeah, Conference. It's the one. I mean, there's so many people that are making very good music right now, and just brilliant music, and it's just good dubstep, just real, not even just bass-heavy wobblers, but just real good music. Obviously, Mystics, Code 9, Distance, Cyrus from Random Trio, but there's so many people from outside of Scream, obviously, but there are so many people from outside of London that are making big music. L-Wiz, Tesla Rock, Jazz Step, Paul Rose, who now lives in Germany, Vexed. So many people. Clouds, I love what Clouds is doing at the moment right now. There's just so many people. Pinch, Peverless, Appleblade. There's so many people outside. Dubstep now, for years, was London, most specifically South London. Now it's just expanded. D1 makes absolutely gorgeous music. I mean, his stuff crosses genres. I mean, it's not even, his stuff, sure, it's classified as dubstep, but so many people can get into it from so many different genres because of the way it sounds and the way it feels. There's a relation to it because it's very soulful house feeling. and people get into it, and it works. It really works. But a lot of what I'm really, really well into right now is coming outside of the M25. If you're out, it's so much of it, so much good music. Caspa, Rusko, I love their stuff. I mean, some of their stuff it represents the full-on aggression, the pugnacious quality that dubstep can have, and it just gets into your system. It gets into your soul. You wanna stomp your feet. You wanna punch a wall. You wanna get crazy in the dance. You know what I mean? And I love that about dubstep too. I love it.